more because it's a different water company. It's a nuisance. It's a damn road. So it's a procrastination. I'm ready for this time. So I want to find all of us come in. If you don't come in, don't watch your money. All of us.
All my fans say no more, no more. That's Michael Ansan, you know, the very determined boxer who knows how to talk and can back it up with a performance. He gave us a very fantastic show at the Independence Day trilogy when he took out Sheriff Quay in round 5, just like he promised his fans. Guys, it's a Total Boxing Show, and I'm your regular host, Kofi Baisie Jnr., where I sit here with Cudjoe, Amedoda, and Daniel Sowah, where we discuss Ghana boxing, African boxing. Of course, we connect it to what is happening in the world. We do it like nobody. You know, we are the best in the game. If it's about boxing in Africa, if you can't take it out of it, you can't take out of it. We make it happen. We talk about it. We let the fans know what is happening in the space of Africa. Guys, I'm super excited to bring on my guest, Daniel Sowah, and then Cudjoe Amedoda. Guys, welcome to Kboxtv.
Thank you, Kofi.
How was the weekend, Daniel? I mean, how did the weekend go?
It wasn't easy. I was sick. I was sick throughout. But
sorry, man. Sorry. But you feel good this week so far?
Yeah, I feel good.
Cudjoe, how was yours?
Oh yeah, everything is cool. We are kicking.
Nice. Ghanaians are super excited when we come on because we discuss what is really on your heart, which is boxing, the only sport that has won has a lot of laurels or medals than any sport in than any other sport in Ghana. So anytime we are on here, boxers are excited, especially Ghanaian boxers, because I tell you, they keep sending me messages upon messages. There's something they want us to talk about, but come on, we don't have to bring everything out here, so we censor it and then we talk about what will make or will move the game forward. So guys, once again, thank you for always making time to join the show. And if is this the very first time that you are watching us, please, the link, our YouTube link is in the description below. So be sure that you click it and then you subscribe to our YouTube. So anytime that we come on here, you'll be able to tune in and to watch us. We are here every Thursday on the Total Boxing Show to discuss African boxing, Ghana boxing, especially for us because we're from Ghana. And of course, we connect it to what is happening in the world. A lot of things in the news. Michael Ansan, boxer say no more is in the news. We also have the GBA elections, which is up, or GBA Congress, which is coming up very soon. We'll talk about it. And guess what? A billionaire, according to Edienne, is in the race to wanting to host the Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua in his country. More details about that will be coming on as we move on to the show. But guys, first of all, let's just jump to what's happening in the GBA or what's happening on the GBA, which is the GBA Congress, which is about to take off, and then we'll take it from there to the Michael Ansan, because it's a very big thing for us because it's what's governed our sport. And so once that the Congress is coming is one of the things that we'll be looking at. I mean, first of all, let's look at our president, Peter Zwerness. Over the last 8 years, he's been the head of the Ghana Boxing Authority. Cudjoe, let me start from you. What would you make of the assessment of the president or the current? He's not gone, so he's the current president of the Ghana Boxing Authority, lawyer Peter Zwerness.
Kofi, for me to talk about Peter Zwerness and then the work that he has done with Ghana boxing, if I should give him mark from 1 to 10, then I'll give him 3 over 10. 3 over 10 because 3 over 10. 3 over 10 because he presented himself and then won. Okay, he won landslide. That's when it was somewhere around 2013 or so. And then throughout till the next election, which is after 4 years, he didn't do anything so specific for somebody to talk about. that hey, as he came in as a president of Ghana Boxing, this and this happened, and then that's the progress in Ghana Boxing. No, we didn't see anything like that. And then in his second election, he went unopposed, which I did not understand, and I don't know why. I don't know why nobody came in to challenge him. Okay, and then he got it on silver platter, and then the worst continued. So today, Peter Zweni's picture on the map of boxing is nothing to write home about. He didn't do anything. Even his picture on papers are nowhere to be found. So those that are not staunch followers of Ghana boxing, if they meet him on the road, they don't know him. You understand? Some or even the guys around him are more popular than Peter Zwini. Okay. Peter Zwini is on, and then nothing is going on, even from amateur to the senior level of boxing, nothing is going on. Okay. Promoters are complaining. Everybody is complaining about boxing. The boxers are complaining. Nothing is going on. Even that is that it is his time that Azuma Nesi came out and said that Ghana don't have better coaches, better boxing coaches in Ghana. Why Azuma Nesi said that? And all the coaches have beef with that, and then they were saying a whole lot of things about Azuma Nesi. Why would Azuma Nesi will come out and say that? There was a time any boxer from Ghana move outside Ghana got beaten. Okay, any boxer that move outside Ghana to fight got beaten. Got beat. Even in near African countries, they don't get it easy. Okay, those are the things that were going on, and that is the reason why Azuma came out to say that no, the boxing coaches are not doing what they're supposed to do. But it's not about the boxing coaches. They say if a fish start to spoil, it started from the head. Okay, so as all these things are happening, what did Peter Zwenis do about it? Okay, we remember most of the people that lead Ghana boxing. Okay, remember the Martin boxing is somebody who brought it on. Okay, and then Martin boxing developed more boxers that we are still on the scene now. We are seeing. Okay, what did Peter Zwenis do for Ghana boxing? And then it will be something that he also left. It's a legacy for him to live on the scene of Ghana boxing. If we want to talk about Peter Zwenis, then it will be like we are going into like we are taking some things personal. And that is not it. Okay, so Peter Zwenis, to talk about Peter Zwenis, and then he's helped with Ghana boxing as a president of Ghana boxing. We didn't see anything. Some 2 world titles came on. Okay, some 2 world titles came on in his time. We can talk about that. But apart from that, what is it? Okay, and how did those world titles came in, and how long were they in the system? Okay, what is the help that he gave to them? Is it not quite recently, because of his doings, was that Richard Comey move on to say some things which unpalatable about the whole institution? It's because of his doing. Okay, so if things like that, the boxers are not happy. Even the senior boxers are not happy. Junior boxers are not happy. Amateur boxing is not doing anything. What is it? Juvenile boxing, nothing to write home about. Okay. Anytime that they bring any proposal, they cancel it because there's no money. So many. Okay, so what legacy is he going to leave? So I don't know. I don't think he himself is not happy with himself. If he comes to this point, that's when he himself is not happy with himself. He didn't perform. He didn't do anything.
That's funny. He's not happy with himself.
Oh yeah, he's not happy with himself.
Interesting. So for you, you're going to give him 3 out of 10 for the job that he's done for the last 8 years. That's your score for him, right?
Exactly.
Okay, all right. Now let me come to you, Daniel Sowah. I mean, Cudjoe just said it right there that under his term, we made 2 world champions in the process. Is it enough for you to justify the work that he has done for the last 8 years? And I mean, what would be your score for the performance that Peter Zwenis has done over the last 8 years as the Ghana Boxing Authority president?
Kofi, like Amedoda said, if you are not in boxing today, or you are not a follower of Ghana boxing, you might not even know Peter Zwenis, which first of all is very bad, because as a president, people must recognize you. Even people that are not even the sports of boxing should even know you, because that's where it starts. When they look at some leadership, some leadership people naturally follow the leader and they come into the sport. Bear in mind, in Ghana boxing, what we have to do now is we have to maximize our numbers. We have to grow up our numbers, because what we need now is the numbers. So if you're a leader and people don't know you, it's first of all, it's a problem. It's a problem. Secondly, it's true, we've been able to produce 2 world champions under his tenure. That is good. But when you look into it, how did these world champions come about, Kofi? You realize that it was zero contribution from the GBA. Zero contribution. They rather benefited from these boys. Look at how Dugbe became a world champion. He had to go through a lot, and he did it on his own. Before he even was the fight here, before he went to the US to win his world, to become a world champion, he had to go through Rollins before they went to Akufo-Addo to release some money to them. And I feel even as at that time, the person that should have led them was supposed to be the GBA president. It was Venice, because that's what he was supposed to do to help Dugbe. But Kofi, what happened? This man, zero contribution as well. Same with Richard Comey. And Richard Comey, if he didn't get Amedoda to handle his career, Kofi, where would Rich Comey be? So, or when you look at even the performances that he can boast about of producing 2 world champions, Kofi, it was zero contribution from them. They rather benefited when these boys became world champions. And Kofi, if we have someone like Amedoda who is in the US, and Kofi, bear in mind, any good businessman, especially when it comes to boxing now, and has that international connections, Kofi, it will be better to pick up a boxer from the US to market him rather than coming to Ghana to come and pick a boxer. So when you have someone like Amedoda, people like him doing this thing, it's actually a miracle. Because Kofi, it will be wise for you to get someone in the US who is popular, who is known in the US, to manage him, so that you can easily make money, as compared to bringing someone from Africa who doesn't have the money, who doesn't have the numbers. Because today boxing business is all about the numbers. But Amedoda came and is handling Richard Comey. So this is a miracle. So to be honest, I don't see what Peter Zwenis has been able to do for Ghana boxing. He hasn't done anything at all. And I feel the new people that are coming, their main focus should be how they can produce local boxers, so that they themselves, the GBA as a GBA president, they themselves will push these boxers to the international market. Because most people won't come to Ghana to come and pick boxers. You have to blow. Once you blow here, Top Rank can sign you. PBC will chase you with contracts. Because they themselves, see their population. See the population in the UK. And when you come from America to the UK, the next countries you'll be going to is Mexico. You'll be going to Argentina. You'll be going to those countries. So that when you sign boxers from there, you can also reap something. Because they have the numbers. Their pay-per-view goes to those places and they can stream to also make money. So it's a whole business. It's a big business. So if Peter Zwenis didn't do all these things for us, and there's a vacancy now for a new president to come, the person should rather focus on this kind of things. It shouldn't come, feel relaxed, and feel boxers have to work their way out to the top, so that when they win, then you go and you take pictures, and that's when people will see. They should really come and work. They should work. They should focus on producing.
Oh, we lost Daniel. I mean, but Cudjoe, what would you say in addition to what he was saying? Of course, you said a lot of things already, but what he was saying, what would you add to what he was saying?
Kofi, as a leader, okay,
Yeah,
you became a leader to find a ways for our ladder to continue. And
okay, all right. So Daniel, continue. You're back.
Yeah, so they should rather focus. If maybe the president comes, and it picks maybe from all the divisions. Heavyweight, it picks about maybe 3 boxes. They come to the super lightweight, they pick the 3 boxes. Like all the divisions, the bantamweight, everything, you pick three boxes. And these are the boxes that they will have a plan that, okay, all these divisions that we've picked three people, we are going to push them to the world. We are going to push them so that at the end of the day, these people can become world champions. And if it's let's say you have 4 years as your first term, you're able to push these people, and you're able to even get three world champions out of them. The next 4 years, you can forget about all of them. You've at least you've pushed them to a certain level. Then you start another batch. And when you continue like that, the next president that will come will know that there's an agenda, and the agenda lies on the president. You must make sure that you push the boys, because you see, we don't have managers that will pump money. We don't have good promoters. It's true, we don't have good promoters here in the country. Promoters, what they do here is they want no Kofi or chicken change. The promoters here, Kofi, sorry to say, they have no vision, because I feel they have everything. They have everything. They have the power to become millionaires, but Kofi, they don't have vision.
Oh, I think we lose him again. We're losing Daniel again. Looks like we're losing Daniel again. But you know, he has said a lot of things that I think we need to look at in terms of the promotions. He also thinks that the GBA should have like a strategic planning plan, you know, where they pick up some fighters within the various divisions and see how they'll be able to have an implementation plan, as in how they'll be able to promote them for them to get to the very top. So I think those things that he said really sounds like a very good plan and a cool plan for us to achieve. I mean, the bigger goal. You are back again. Can you hear us?
Yeah, Kofi.
Okay, so you're listening.
Yeah, so Kofi, like the president, you must know that the promoters are not helping, managers are not there, so everything lies on you. And you see, when you have a president that is really working, naturally everybody will start working because the leader is working. But if you have a lazy or a dull leader, naturally that energy falls down. People won't like to achieve anything. But if you have a president that is doing a lot of things, he's trying to promote his own world champions, Kofi, you'll be challenged to also do something. So I feel that is what the new people that are coming, that's where they should focus. And if they focus at that side, the presidents, they will make money and they will be remembered. Because this life, all that we are fighting for is money and fame. So that history will remember us. So that we will make money and enjoy the little time we have on it. So if the president will focus on this, he will be remembered and he will also make money. Okay. And for Peter Zwani's Kofi, I can't score him. I'll also give him maybe 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10. Okay, interesting. Now, let me just read this thing for people to know what is really happening as far as the Congress is concerned. So, according to a source, which Boxing Africa didn't disclose who the source was, it says the GBA will be good for the Congress this year, but I can tell you that Peter Zwani is not interested in going for a third time. No date has been agreed on yet, but the executive board will take a decision on that in subsequent meetings. Currently, I know of 3 aspirants, but we have to wait and see what happens. And the aspirants that he mentioned were Henry Manley Spain, and then Abraham Kotenikwe, and then Rabondodo. Rabondodo is currently the head of promotions at the GBA right now. He's in charge of the sanctioning of bouts, and also an executive member. Alfred Kotenikwe is also like he's a former promoter, you know, of Big Boy, and also the vice president or the second vice president of the GBA at the moment. Henry Manley Spain is a businessman. You know, he's currently the first vice president of the GBA, and he owns the Golden Mike Promotions. You know, he's one of the names that I remember when Richie Comey, the interview that Richie Comey granted Daniel Corte. He said that he thinks him and then the secretary should be, the president and vice, because they feel like the two people can, can be able to take care of the Ghana Boxing Authority agenda, to push it. So these are the names that we're looking at. We're looking at Rabondodu. Rabondodu himself was a professional boxer, he's a former boxer for Ghana, and he ran in between the year of 2013 2017. He was the vice president or the second vice president of the Ghana Boxing Authority. So these are the names that we are looking at. Cudjoe, let me come to you. We are looking at Spain, Nikwe, and Dodu. I mean, these names. Which of them will you back or will you vouch for to become the Ghana Boxing Authority president? If the Congress happens like tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, Kofi, I'll be going for Marlon Spain. The reason why I'll be going for Marlon Spain is he's having a very broad name on the scene of Ghana boxing. He was the guy who challenged Peter Zweni's during the Congress that Peter Zweni's want to become the president of Ghana boxing during the 2013 Congress. And then he became the first vice president since then. And then Marlon Spain is in the Ghana boxing scene for a very long time now. And then he managed some of the boys, including Bukum Baku and some other top boxers. And then the promotion team that he's having, what's the name? His promotion team is a very big, Golden Mile promotion is a very big promotion team in Ghana for some long time now. And they know the boxers, they know the nitty-gritty of how boxing moves on in Ghana. And then some other things. Even the other guys are also on the scene and things like that. But Marlon Spain, if we talk about Marlon Spain, it's not only about boxing. He's also in politics, and then he's a broad name. A whole lot of people know him, and then he might surely know left and right, and then how he can move on to include many people into the game, and then for the game to flourish better than what Peter Zweni's has done so far.
Interesting. Sowah, Marlon Spain, Ibrahim Kote, Rabondodu. These are the names that are already out, according to the source who spoke to Boxing Africa. Which of these names would you back, to become the next Ghana Boxing Authority president? Which of the names will you back for to become the Ghana Boxing Authority president?
I would prefer. I don't know the people that are organizing this election, but I feel they should make it broad and make sure these people come and give us their manifesto, what they plan to do. Because I feel right now we shouldn't really focus on big names and people that have been in the game for long. It's about what the vision of the person, what the person wants to bring on board. And the world is changing. 10 years ago, the way boxing was is not boxing today. Things are changing. And right now, I've been praying for Ghana to have something like a pay-per-view, not just in boxing, but we should have pay-per-view for even the film industry and everything. Because it's a digital time now, and if you want to make money, you have to be able to be a digital person. So I feel they should come with their manifestos. And if you come with a manifesto and we listen to it and we see it fits into what is happening in the world today, we see it is what can take Ghana forward, then we can go with it. Because Kofi, I tell you, if you should giving the presidency of Ghana boxing to maybe a very young person that understands the business of boxing today, how boxing is moving today, Kofi, that person will excel than maybe someone that has been in the game for a long time. That doesn't mean those people that have been in the game for a long time are not good, but this is a person that cuts across. So the people that have been in the game for long, they will be there to help this maybe young person that understands the marketing of boxing. Because boxing needs someone who is needs a very good businessman. You see, if we don't get a good businessman, there's no way we can move forward. forget about someone who has passion for boxing. We need a businessman. The moment we get a businessman, and with all these old people that understand boxing, it can position all of them so that they will all be useful. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
But if we don't get a businessman and we end up putting someone there who it's just this thing, there's no way we can move forward. So I feel there should be a kind of competition through manifestos, so that even if someone is good and we all feel like we want to give it to him through the manifestos, he will start realizing some things. Okay, this one is saying this one is saying this. Well, this thing that this person is saying is very true. Ghana boxing needs it. So even if by favor or by bias we even give it to him, he will pick certain things from the manifestos of others and we implement it, because we all want Ghana boxing to move forward. So I'm going for the manifestos.
So you don't have any name apart from this name. You don't even have any name in your mind that you think can be, that you propose to become the Ghana Boxing Authority president.
The one I have is not even in the list, but I like Mr. Johnson. I feel he cuts across, and as that kind of a person that can really negotiate for Ghana boxing. So if we're making the president, who is already a good negotiator, and he goes through the manifestos, is able to pick certain things. When he meets business people and he wants to bring them into Ghana boxing, he already has a first hand, because it's a good he knows how to communicate well. He communicates really well. And Kofi, if I can sit back to just watch his interviews and fall in love with what he's doing with Ghana boxing, Kofi, I feel if you have him as a Ghana boxing president, it will be the way for it.
Interesting. So I mean, it's different opinions on this one. Amedoda is saying that Man Spain could lead us to the promised land, and Daniel is also saying that he would like to see a manifesto, and then we will choose from whose manifesto will be the best, and or has the new way of doing of doing boxing now. But if it's pushed to select a name, he would go for the current Ghana Boxing Authority secretary, who's Patrick Johnson. All right, so interesting opinions coming, and it's very good that we have, different opinions about it. But because that's what voting is about. You know, we don't always have to go in there and be voting a thrower and a CEO like that. So people have to come in with different ideas and yes, definitely we'll have to choose somebody who take us the promised land. But my question to you, Sowah, is: are you surprised that the Ghana Boxing Authority president, the current one, is not willing to go for a third one, or go for the position for the third time?
Kofi, I'm not surprised. You know, in life, if you're an honest man and you believe things are supposed to be better regardless of maybe your position or anything. Kofi, if you know you are not doing well, you yourself you know it, and you see sometimes when you are doing when you are doing well, the people you are leading will let you know you are doing well. So if it's all negative news that is coming to you, all negative news that is coming to you, you like to let go for others to come in, try, so that you sit back and observe. So I feel he's being honest to himself. That's the reason why he doesn't want to.
Okay.
I feel
I mean,
that's the reason why he's just being honest to himself.
oh, okay. The Ghana Boxing Authority, all right. Um, we have a lot of people there. We have Patrick Johnson, we have Rabondodu, we have Boham. You know, Boham is there. We have Nikwe, we have Kaluku is there. We have uh, the current president himself, Peter Zwenes. We also have, some of the best, Lord Akwe and all these guys. You don't you think, okay, let's take the president and the secretary out. Is there anybody apart from this, the secretary and then the president, that you think will not be able to become like a good leader? Because most of them have served, in the administration for a while. You don't think any of them can lead us to to the promised land like the way we want it to be?
Kofi, there are a whole lot of people on the board there serving from different angles. And most of them are capable of leading Ghana boxing to the promised land. Most of them, unless those that are not having the association on their heart, those that are not having the interest of Ghanaian boxers, those that are not having interest of how boxing is going on now. A whole lot of them have interest of boxing in how that they can help Ghana boxing, and they are in there. But one thing about the whole thing is it's the in-voting, okay? It's the insider that will vote. So it depends on how you, the one who is having that interest, how you relate with your people within the association. Okay, it's not the voting that will come outside for the whole public to go in for. So in the inside there, the people that are going to vote are your own people. So it depends on how you yourself you relate with them, and then how you help them to do things within. Without that, yes. And moreover, if you don't have money to spend on some of them already, even your interest is nowhere. You cannot sell it. It's not going anywhere. So those are the things. I believe almost all of them are having the chance to do it. Okay. Even as we are talking about Peter Zwenis now, if Peter Zwenis will come out and tell you the reason why he's failing big time, sometimes you don't blame him. Okay. Sometimes you don't blame him. Sometimes I be like, because of his doing, because he don't give out to. I'm not saying that he don't give out. I'm not making a point. I'm just doing suggestions and things like that. Sometimes he's not reaching out to some other guys who are in need and things like that, who can capitalize on some things to vote for him and things like that. Or he takes some things to be, this is just some mere something. So let me not bother myself that much about it. It will affect you when it's coming to in voting. So those are the things, you see. So if you are a broader person and then you relate with your people very well, you take everybody's concern into consideration, then you might be a winner when it's come to voting. So I believe strongly. And then once you win, all of them are ready to go with you. And those that are not ready to work, they will follow you and then work with you, and then you progress.
Right. Interesting comments coming in from I mean both guys, and yes. So we'll keep our eyes on the Congress, and we'll update Ghanaian boxing lovers on when the date will be for the Congress, and then of course when it does happen, who will eventually emerge as the Ghana Boxing Authority president. So until then, we wish everybody who's going to stand very. I mean, we wish all of them well, and I hope we'll still see the current secretary in position, because like Daniel said, I think he's an amazing person, and of course Spain too is not also it's not bad. So we'll see how it goes. Or maybe if the Ghana Boxing Authority president will pull a surprise and run for the third time. For competition's sake, we need to see something like this, and yes, Daniel said something which is very important. I mean, the fact that boxing has changed, and so we need somebody who bring us a manifesto that will include the changes that we see in the world now. That will let us know that yes, you are really ready to take the boys to the next level. Because if you speak to the boys, see, every day I speak to somebody from Ghana, or usually boxers. And some of the things that they tell me, if we say I'm going to sit here to talk about it, I mean, it won't give hope to somebody who's wanting to come into the game, And they are talking from a very bitter, experience, you know. Sometimes you also speak to the promoters, and they also tell you how they also struggle to make these shows happen. And sometimes they go through all of these things, and it doesn't even go the way they want and all that, without getting support from somebody or some people that they think they were promised that they would get. It's very heartbreaking. But all in all, we feel like you say, a good administrator or a good head will come in and bring an end to this and then move the game to the next level. So we're going to keep our eyes keenly on that one and then update Ghanaian fans accordingly. All right. So within the week, there's we have a new champion, in the in Ghana now, the current UBO champion, UBO featherweight champion, and then the WABU West African Boxing Junior champion. That's our West Africa WBC. You can call it the West Africa WBC. That's our featherweight champion. He went to visit his sponsors at Ashford. He was given the title within the week, and then he took it to Ashford, to present it to them. Ashford has really, really supported him on his career, especially in this particular fight. They really pushed him to be able to get these titles on his neck. And this is what we've been talking about. We need corporate bodies to come into the game, to hold the boys or to support them for them to pursue their career. And so this week, the UBO title came, and then he paid a courtesy call to his sponsors at Ashford, and then he presented the title to them, and he was celebrated, and they promised him of their continued support, of his career. Daniel, you're one of the guys who always talk about, corporate institutions to come into the game to support boxers, and Amedoda also always mentions that to make it happen, the boys have to really give a very good account of themselves. Now, let's look at Alfred Lamptey, what he's been able to achieve over this short period, the kind of performance. Look at how he left his opponent on the ground. He was almost crying, So, and this is a veteran of the game, who has been in the sport, traveled around the world to fight. But Krampa has been to a lot of places to fight, and so he's gathered enough experience as a boxer, and he faced this very young, small kid, 18 years fighter, who's becoming like a household name in Ghana boxing. And he stepped into the ring to give a very good account of himself, in the end winning the WABU and then the UBO title, to show his sponsors and to prove to his sponsors that he's worth spending money on. Now, Daniel, the performance that Alfred Lamptey put on and the fact that he's been able to bag a sponsorship, one of the few fighters to really bag sponsorship in Ghana, how impressed are you, and what do you think of his achievements at 18 years?
Kofi, please, your line is breaking continuously.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you make of what Alfred Lamptey has been able to achieve at just 18 years old? 18 years old, one of, let's say, the many fighters.
Your line is breaking. I can hardly hear you.
Daniel, is it still breaking on your side?
No, I think my side is okay.
Oh, okay, I'm coming. The question is to Daniel, so let me give it to him and then okay, all right. What do you make of what he's been able to achieve as one of the few fighters, just 18 years? He came to meet all the top guys in the game, yeah, but at just 18 years, he's been able to secure a sponsorship, also secured this, or been decorated with the WABU title and then the UBO titles. I mean, what do you make of his achievements at this very young age?
Kofi, it's amazing, and we have to applaud it, because currently he's the one, I can say he's the one holding Ghana boxing now. As young as he is, Kofi, with me being able to bag a sponsorship deal with Ashford, Kofi, as a promoter, me coming as a promoter, Kofi, if I meet business people, I need to be able to give them proofs that, okay, this thing that I want you to come and invest in, corporate organizations are in it. People are also investing in it. And Kofi, I can use Alfred Lamptey as an example. And not just any promoter that is coming into the game can use that as an example. You show the pictures, how beautiful he's dressed with the Ashford logos in his costume and all that. Kofi, this is how we do business. And like I keep saying, Ghana boxing, we just can't do it alone. Boxers must be able to live good life. You must be able to put good performances. Because if you are not disciplined, which company is coming to sign you? So in as much promoters are doing their best to promote you guys out there, the bosses too must make sure that they come and give good fights. And Kofi, you see, one amazing thing about this boy, that's even after moving from the corporate organizations and coming back to maybe his colleagues, boxers. Kofi, one thing I can tell them and I can assure them is, you see, when this guy fought on sit match, after he was done with the fight, people were calling him, people were dashing money at the arena. People see, it got to a time he couldn't even move to take some of the money. He had to go. And Kofi, they should tell you, any boxer that in Ghana here, they should tell you that Ghana boxing is a serious business. And Ghana boxing, you can make $1 million a year if you are serious, without even going abroad. And it all boils down to seriousness, discipline.
Right.
Again, it boils down to those things. And that's what this boy did. Kofi, he was getting money from everywhere. People were giving money. So if you're a boxer here in Ghana and you feel okay, you're going to do woman matter, following girls, drinking, or following your people sitting on motorbikes, Kofi, then you must think again.
Right.
You must think again. Because as young as he is 18 years, Ashford is sponsoring him now. Kofi, in the next 2 years, I can boldly say a bigger company will come and join Ashford sponsoring this guy. And I don't think Ashford will ever leave him. They will rather give him longer deals because they know at the end of the day, this guy will become a world champion. When he becomes a world champion, I still have a deal with him. Everywhere he goes, if he travels abroad, everywhere he goes, my logo is going to be known abroad. And that's how we do business.
Right.
So if you're a boxer and you feel okay, in no Kofi now, they give it to me while I'm done fighting, I can go and buy clothes and live my life and be following girls. Kofi, I can tell that boxer the fact that he will never go anywhere. And even Afelante, if he says he will never travel abroad, all his fight he will do it in Ghana, Kofi, the boy will make money.
Of course, because of course. I see the angle you're coming from.
Exactly. So I heard all the boxers. You see, Kofi, if me as a promoter I'll make money, it also depends on the boxer.
True.
Because I must be able to back my argument with facts. No businessman will just give you money, Kofi. You must be able to convince him. So if you're a boxer and I'm going to use it to convince a businessman to give me $1 million to put up a fight so that you also chop something, and the person sees you driving motor, dressing anyhow, moving about, not training, Kofi, do you think the person will see me as a serious person? No. So it's not just going to affect me, to affect you, the boxer, at all. Right, so the boxers should be serious. They should use our friend, even the grown-ups. The people that have been in the game for so long that Kofi, nothing is going on for them. Kofi, there's no shame in it. In this life, you all learn to become better people. Yeah. They can learn from this boy. See, those people that are even 30 in Ghana boxing today, the little you can learn from this boy can even change your life. True. So Kofi, I'm super proud of Afelante, and I feel is a face of boxing in Ghana now. Yeah. Locally, he can do it for us. Very disciplined boy. Right. And I pray that the new GBA president that will come will give him a lot of support. At least where he sleeps, his accommodation, we should be able to change it for him so that he doesn't get a lot of distraction. Because in as much you are disciplined, sometimes distraction will come, and there will be this devil that will come because you are closer to that devil. That devil can spoil can change your lifestyle.
Why are you not saying the current GBA president?
I feel the next GBA president that will come should also support him.
Why not the current GBA president? Why not the current one? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Sowah? I think we are having some technical issues with our network, but I think he has said it all. I mean, he has said it all. Boxing is one of the sports that the boxers really need to present themselves very, very clean and very, very nicely. I mean, I've had talks with some promoters who have very big issues with some of our boxers, the way they look or appear on press conference, on weigh-ins and all these things. You know, I've had many promoters approach me, go like, Kofi, the thing we want to do it all. But the boxers, if you are speaking to them, it's a press conference, camera out there, look nice. They don't do that. You know, we tell him, okay, we'll be taking you to, let's say, TV. So come looking nice. Then the boxer will turn up some way. I remember the 6th March event. I spoke to Mixed Power Promotions promoters like Kofi. Can you imagine? We told the fighters that we'll be streaming this event live on TV, so they should look good and present themselves nice. And still, some of them came with Charlotte. You understand? So these are the things that are affecting even the promoters themselves in trying to market the boys to the next level. But one thing that I would really say is that these new boys are really presenting themselves really nice. Looking at Alfred Lamte, and then Jacob Dixon, one of the guys who also really looks good, and oh, Prince Okonate also presents himself very well. I mean, brands himself. I mean, I would say even one of the best branded the only best branded boxer in Ghana that we have will be Prince Okonate. Looking at fighters like Wasiru Mohammed, who was also really properly branded in Ghana. So these are the things that we are looking at, and these are the guys that some of these fighters should look up to. Because branding is everything in boxing. If your manager can sit in front of GMPC to say, hey, GMPC, I need X amount of money for me to be able to promote this guy or bring a world title shot here. The proposal that you're going to present and you're put in front of his face, he will open it and see. Maybe he might not even know the fighter. So he would definitely have to open a proposal to see the image of the fighter, or maybe Google the fighter and see the image of the fighter. Sometimes the images that we have of these guys online, it's not even anything good to write home about. So and if promoters are being very conscious of streaming, and so they're streaming their fights online, it means this sponsor will just Google your name, go to the streaming platform and check some of the things that you were doing or were wearing on press conference days, and maybe build up fights, other press conference that they did towards the build up of the fight, and they see this kind of person, they'll go like, oh, but I can't put my money on this thing, and so this is what is causing a lot of problems for promoters in Ghana, and I would say in many African countries, how the boxers themselves present themselves. So please, you guys should really take I always say this, your craft, yes, your body is very important, but then again, put something nice on your body, present yourself nice, because that is what will attract the next person to go like, oh, this guy, it really looks good and dresses good. Maybe from that you can even secure some clothing, how do you call it, sponsorship or deal, just by the way you look. And Alfred Lamte, I've never seen Alfred Lamte anywhere that has not looked good. Almost every time he's on point. He's always dressing good, looking good. And I'm not surprised that he has Alex Ntiamwa, backing him to reach the level that he is. And of course, Alex has seen a very good product in the kid and is really ready to support him to get to the very top. So I know he's in good hands. And big ups to Ashfome for supporting and taking care of this kid to make and helping him get these 2 titles. We just wish him well and the whole team that he is with well. Now, our next topic that I would like us to talk about is, Game Boy. Game Boy is currently in Ghana. He'll be leaving for the States very soon, and he's been super busy. Game Boy has been super busy. This time is in Ghana. He's working with, Carloco, the Bronx Boxing Gym head trainer. One of the names that were once helped, worked with Richie Comey, and of course, he's also currently working with the Ghana Super. I think Ghana featherweight champion, expensive boxer. He has Dixon. Dixon is just the one on his left, and of course, we can see that he's really working like super hard to get his before he returns back to the USA. And one thing is that on the Independence Day trilogy, he cleared the talks that he's having problems with Asamoah, and he said it's not something like that. It is not. It is far from what Ghanaians are talking. He is only, he and Asamoah or the Baby Jet Promotions have an agreement, and he's moving on to go, represent the flag in the US. And the goal is to become a world champion. And there are somewhat the Giants understand, and he has this, or he have their full support to live them. Looking at Game Boy Daniel and the way he's been preparing and training in Ghana. What does the future hold for him when he returns to the US?
Now, the future is bright for Game Boy table. The only thing now is age is not on his side, and I feel he should be taking more fight. Even if he's not getting a world title shot, I feel he should be fighting some notable names or journeymen in the US so that it becomes more popular. So that you see, sometimes when you study boxing now and the trends that is going now in the US and the UK, you realize it's about how hungry you are as a boxer and what shortcuts you want to use to become a world champion. If you want to stay to fight the crack fighters, you won't get it. Look at what happened between Deviani and Lomachenko. He wanted to fight Lomachenko. If he was doing all he can, he couldn't get that fight. Now, Loma loses the title. Now, Loma is chasing Deviani.
Right.
So, you get what I'm saying? You won't get some of these crack fighters. But when you are able to build a name and they realize the way your name is coming up, you are becoming a big name. Kofi, they will do it fast and put up the world title shot for you because now the boxers don't want big challenges. So they might want a name that is popular, but maybe not that of a crack fighter. So I can risk on getting a fight with him, and I feel that's the only way that Game Boy can land his world title shot. Because apart from that, you see, the division is stacked. The division is stacked. So what he must do now is he must try and use the back door. He must try and get. I mean, I feel he should be fighting people that don't really have the name. Just be fighting them. The more you fight, the more they get to know you. The last time before, people got to know. Okay, there's this boy. There's someone called Emmanuel Game Boy Tego. At least if you don't get 1,000 people to know you, you might get 500 people to know you. Now, by the time you fight the third one, Kofi, your world title shot will be ready for you. Right. And I feel that is what he should be doing now. And I like the way he's training, even though it looks like there's some difficulty in landing the world title shot. The guy is still training. And you see, the fact that he's with Kaoloko with the problem that he had with Shikomi, Kaoloko wants to be his name. He wants to be able to say, okay, Richard Comey saying I didn't really do anything for him. I want him to know that after him, I've been able to produce another world champion. So you see, there's a competition. There's a competition going on. Personally, I feel competition makes people greater because since there's this competition, Richard Comey would also like to become a second wartime champion, so that you can say, okay, I left you. I went to a different gym. I've been able to do it with a different coach as well. So it's not really you. You get what I'm saying? So there's a competition, and where he has gone to, Kaoloko also wants to prove a point. So Kaoloko will teach him certain things that he needs to know, certain African field that he must get to be able to conquer the US. And once this guy becomes a world champion, if the moment Game Boy will become a world champion, Charles Loco will make noise, and when he makes noise, you know what he means. He will get more people to train, and he can also brag. But everybody needs a bragging right now. So I feel it's a good thing is training with Kaloko.
Okay, all right, great. Amedoda, welcome back. Kaloko is working, or Game Boy is working like very hard ahead of his return to the USA, to fight again. And this time he's working with Kaloko, and Kaloko has some of the fantastic fighters currently in Ghana, including expensive boxer Dixon, Abu Bakari, Felix Ajom, all those guys, and the Gosh, they are all in the stable. And Game Boy, Game Boy, the former IBU world champion, is fighting with or is training with Kaloko. I mean, what do you make of this decision that Game Boy has taken as he prepares to return to the USA to fight again?
Kofi, Game Boy is like we discussed this in some few weeks ago. As Game Boy is still in Ghana here, not yet in US, and then you have a competition in US and things like that. If Game Boy decided to be in Ghana and fight the competition that he's having ahead of him, then he have to focus. It's not just being with Kaloko is this thing. You have to focus. If you come into boxing, Game Boy is bigger than anybody in Ghana here, any boxer in Ghana here now. even bigger than all the coaches, I may say. Okay, Game Boy is bigger than all the coaches. You see, Game Boy was having problem being in Ghana here fighting the competition that he was fighting, the competition that he's in and fighting. He was in Ghana here, and then he was finding problem. Okay, you remember Game Boy lost fight on skill?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he was in Ghana here, lost fight on skill. Game Boy was in Ghana here, and then he lost his IBO title through some other things. Okay.
I think we have. Okay.
And you interviewed him on the same network. Am I on?
Yeah, we are listening, my brother. We are listening.
Yeah, Kofi, as you interviewed him when he was in US preparing for his last fight, he said it very clean that in fact he was in Ghana believing that hey, he's in boxing, but as he got to US, he see the other side of boxing and he know that he's at the right place and then preparing very well. And then to the extent that he made the weight for a very long time before the time for weighing. Okay.
Yeah.
So in US, a whole lot of things is happening with boxing in US. So that is why he himself went there and then he saw a big change in what is going on in boxing sector. So if he's here now and then still here preparing to go and fight in US, I will not factor Kaloko side in it, but I will say that Game Boy is not doing himself any good. I don't know the reason why he's still in Ghana preparing to get a fight and then go and fight in US. I don't know anyway. But to me, I believe strongly that if Game Boy is in US now, okay, the competition that is there, and then when he went to US and then preparing for the fight that he fought last, I saw some footages sparring in the gym and things like that. It was far different from even the fight that he was fighting in Ghana here. Okay,
Right.
very, very exciting than the fight that he was fighting in Ghana here. So I don't know. And then as he went into the fight against Mason Menard, his last fight, we all saw the different. We all saw different Game Boy. Okay. And then in US, if you are with coaches, it's like their way or no way. But in Ghana here, can Kaloko tell Game Boy that hey, my way or no way? Can he? Yeah, those are the things that I am looking up to. So I will be very happy if he's here train with Kaloko and then getting to the time and then he go back to US and then prepare very well to go and fight. Concerning Game Boy, let's say, that is what I would say. But I'm not saying that Kaloko is not a very good coach. Kaloko is a very good coach by all standards and having a stable with crack and up and coming boxers that he's working with them. They can do very well. But for Game Boy to be here and say that he's training with Kaloko and go and fight in US, then Game Boy, I don't think what he's aiming will be achievable.
Oh, interesting comments coming in from both my panelists, guys. If you're just tuning in to watch us, our YouTube link is in the description below. Make sure you hit it and subscribe. We're talking about boxing and then from Ghana, connecting it to Africa and then to the world. But before we jump into the world, another topic that I like to talk about is the fact that there's an interesting initiative being organized by the Greater Accra Boxing Association. You know, they're trying to get a lot of females into boxing. You know, so they have this event coming on which is called Mount the Ring and Be Selected. You know, they're having this event at the Choco Tea Garden, happening just God willing tomorrow of the former Bukum Square. You know, it's also going to happen on Saturday at the Bukum Square on Saturday, Saturday, March 20th at 5 or at 5 p.m. You know, this is an initiative by the Greater Accra Boxing Association. It's been headed by Alex Nchama, who is the promoter or the box office promotions promoter. This initiative, I mean, Daniel, what do you make of this initiative that the promoters are trying to bring a lot of females into the game? I think I've lost him. Amedoda, what do you think about this thing that the promoters are trying to bring a lot of females into the game?
Yeah, Kofi, this is a very good thing, but I'm surprised it's the promoters that are making this call, because the promoters, their work is to be there, and then the boxers are ready for you to go and promote them. But if the promoters are coming down to the grassroots to come and light the grassroots for the people to come out and then jump the ring and be selected, then it's a very good thing, because it's the popularity of the game that we want. Once the
Right.
game is popular in all the communities, especially in Great Accra, you get more boxers coming into the scene. And then you see, in fact, Kofi, some of the people around don't understand boxing. Okay. Some of the people around, if you are talking to them about boxing, they don't understand. Okay. I was talking to a lady sometime last that this thing, his daughter, her daughter's structure and things like that would be very good for boxing. The first thing that came out of her mouth is, I want my daughter to become a lady and then give birth to children. Most of the people the ladies that do sports, they become different things, lesbian and things like that. So I don't want my daughter to enter into those things. You see, it's just because the game is not popular among the people. Okay, it's not popular in the communities for people to get to understand. And then some people even fear that even once they punch your head, that means you are not a human being again. You see, those are the things. But if the game is now popular, okay, the ring is more almost everywhere. Boxing gyms are all around, okay, even to the extent that even schools are accepting it to be part of their game. Then I think it will be something very nice, and then we'll get more talent in boxing, and then boxing will be broader in Ghana than before. So if the what's the name? The promoters are making this call and backing it with actions and things like that, then that's a very good thing. I will support it.
The head of, or the head of the Ghana, the Greater Accra Boxing Association, is Alex Ntiamwa. He's Alex Ntiamwa. That's what I'm saying. He's the CEO of Box Office Promotions. But this initiative, he's doing this he's organizing this initiative as a Greater Accra Boxing Association head, not as a Box Office Promotions duties. You understand? So he's doing this for like the association or the Ghana Boxing Federation, and this initiative that they are coming up with. I mean, looking at the world now, we see how the women are dominating in world boxing now. I think last week or last 2 weeks, we saw Clarissa Shield in a pay-per-view event. I mean, amazing. She became the only fighter in the world to become undisputed in 2 different divisions, and it's been done by a woman. We celebrate her for that. We always say that she's the greatest of all women, in boxing. I mean, for you, Daniel, this initiative that the Greater Accra Boxing Association has, come up with to be able to, come up with a lot of female fighters in the game. What do you think about it? And what do you have to say about it that he has done?
I feel this is beautiful, and this is what I personally have been thinking of, because I have a very, very good boxer from Nigeria, Kate. She's very, very good. Kofi, promoting this girl has become a problem, because if you want to look at putting up a fight for her, Kofi, you need opponents, and we don't really have a lot of females in boxing business in Africa. So it's a problem, but I see her to be the Ronda Rousey of maybe Africa, because she has everything. Very disciplined boxer, footwork is good, everything. She has everything. What I need now is for her to get good boxers. If you want to do boxing business, you want to do good business, you don't want to be putting a fight for her to be beating people that are not really strong. You need to, I want her to have tougher opponents, so that exactly, so that when the fans sit and they watch, they will see, okay, this is a good show. So Kofi, if the Greater Accra Boxing Association is doing a thing like this, Kofi is good, because you don't know the next world champion that is even going to dominate boxing in Ghana and Africa. That is going to help promoters. It's going to help maybe Kboxtv. It's going to help streaming companies. It's going to bring business here. It might take maybe a female to do that. Maybe it's not going to be a male boxer. And I feel it's a good call, but it's really a good call. But boxing, we need to bring a lot of people on board. And like Amedoda is saying, it seems people don't understand boxing. And I feel through this, the understanding to naturally come. Because when you have a lot of people doing a particular thing, the thing naturally explains itself. And I feel through this, it will happen. So it's a very good call.
Right. Amedoda is very right on what he said. When you tell somebody that, oh, I mean, your son is great, I think he can be a good boxer. The first thing is, if it's Oya Santino, you know.
What you see, this is not just to the parents thinking this way. Kofi, ask yourself that people that are boxing in Africa, how much of them are driving big cars? How much of them are driving Range Rovers? You understand? This is where it comes from. Back in the day, nobody wants his son to go and play football. I remember when kids will tell you, but today, your father will tell you, no, go and play ball. Go and learn new skills. Like spend time playing the football. Football will give you money. Football will do this for you. So it's about what you're achieving in that particular thing. So I feel what Alexin Tianwa is doing now, the Greater Accra Boxing Association. Kofi, you see, the only problem I have with these people is they don't have a plan. And I don't know if they have a plan their plans seem not to be working. Because this is a very good initiative. But they will just do it, and after producing the girls, you see, if I can boldly tell you, after producing the girls, nothing will happen. They will get the girls to come and fight, and nothing. So you see, when you tell your mommy, I'm leaving home, mommy, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to train, and you keep going, and you are coming, and you are not, your mommy is not seeing you on stages, you are not bringing any money home, there's no money on the table. Your mom will tell you that, come, there's a new boy around this time, he drives Corolla. Let's lick him up so that he marries you, then you give birth. So that the little to which we can taste something. So it's not, you can't blame the parents. The money is coming, Kofi. See, everybody needs money now, Kofi. If unless you tell one day, they will actually do this thing, girls will start any money. Kofi, I tell you the slave queens, they will ring their ring, they will enter the ring. I'm telling you.
They will fight. It's true. It's true. But I really agree that parents usually want to embrace it when they see the success of what somebody is actually doing. And in Ghana, see, we have Oluwaseyi. He's left Nigeria. He's in Ghana training, hoping to become like a world champion soon. We have Let's Go Sowah. He's from Cameroon. He's in Ghana. He's training to become a world champion. We have another fighter, Mubarak Abubakar. He's from Cote d'Ivoire. He's in Ghana training because he knows that he will become a world champion one day. If all these fighters are coming to Ghana to train, she tell you that they know there's something here that they know if especially with promotions, they know that there are promotions here which will give them the platform for them to shine, or give them the enough records for them to get to the world and then showcase their talent. And so I really agree that if people see that, oh, Richie Comey, for instance, let's say Richie Comey comes, oh, he's okay, he has his own house, he does this, he has a gym, you understand? All these things will motivate a mother to go like, oh yeah, if you like if I let your boxer, come Richie Comey, no need your or so, and we will not get people saying on TV like boxing is a dangerous game. It's like that, all that perception will change because they see the success in somebody, and that is how it has always been with us. We always want to see somebody. I always say, if Anthony Joshua were to live in Nigeria, it would have motivated a lot of people. Of course, even without him, even in Nigeria, a lot of Nigerians are training. If he were to be there, then it means he would have even provided a better platform for them to have enough shows where the guys will be fighting and all that, and so and people will go like, oh, they see your guy Anthony Joshua now he is good there, Range Rover, they good there, Panera, they go now boxing now. How make you do now? You understand? Then he will use him to be an example, and then like, because of this guy, you know, but because they are far away and the system over them is like sort of different from what is down here. It's always difficult for a parent to agree from the beginning that okay, let him do that. I think it's something that we really need to look at. And then if this initiative works, which I know it will work because they had a meeting about it, you know, brainstorming some of the stakeholders before they even came out with this initiative. I hope that, I mean, they prove us wrong by, I mean, following it through and, you know, making these talents, you know, go to the next level. At least let's give the girls the platform. I know a girl, Farouza, I'm sure you know him, Amedoda Farouza. He really tried so hard, you know, and he's still in the game. You know, when they come there, please don't kill their talent. Take them to the qualifiers and let them go fight, because we've seen it with the guys. People are in the amateur that they've been going to all the qualifiers, we don't see anything. But if we are trying to let these girls know that they can achieve greatness, please, when they make it and they qualify to the national team, we will plead with the head of the amateur boxing authority, you know, federation, to let these girls, you know, also go compete in the world, and that will motivate them. Win or lose, they'll go like, oh, Charlie boxing, no go yemi, Kentini, in boy money, man no ebien, Ken no ebien, Equalemana Clarissa, what's a match of the next world champion. Then you see, that is how you make friends. And then the success, you know, everybody tastes some of the success, and then we keep moving on. So we will plead that this initiative goes on, and when the girls get to the next level for them to go for competitions, we plead with the head, you know, to also give them the opportunity for them to go for competition. I think that way, all in all, we'll be able to keep the girls in the game. Now let's go back to what happened on this match, because I would like for us to talk about the Bullet situation, especially with this final eliminator, and then of course Daniel was there himself. He heard Bullet make some statements, and we'll visit Daniel and let him tell us what he thinks and what he heard and what he thinks is missing in Bullet. Boxing in Ghana is like a party. It's like it's everything. And you know, anytime I watch this highlights, I feel like I'm there. Because I know how the electricity is at the Bukom Boxing Arena. And look at like, I mean, the fans, everything. Man. So two things to talk about this particular video that we displayed. First, Daniel, let me come to you. You had something at the Bukom Boxing Arena on that day that you won the title. You haven't seen. You wanted to. I mean, let's hear what you have to say.
You see, after Bullet won the fight, Bullet made it clear to Alessandro Amwa. You see, when boxers work so hard and they want to go to Africa, after Africa to go and conquer the world, Kofi, provide them the opportunity. Because you see, for the guy to come out to come and tell you that if you don't take care and you don't give him that African fight, because he said it's a final eliminator, if you don't give him that fight, it will take you to court. And Kofi, yeah, Alex Ntiamwa say he wants to put up a fight for him, a local fight for him. Kofi, it doesn't make sense. Because this boy made mention of it. And you see, if this guy didn't talk about it, some of us will be like, okay, well, no problem, let him fight again before he goes. But this guy spoke about it, meaning you've been blocking his chances for so long. You see, you've been blocking his chances for so long. Kofi, look at the video we watched. If the audience saw the video, Kofi, ask yourself, if you are truly a good promoter and Kofi, you want to make millions, you want to taste dollar, correct dollar. That when you start, you say, okay, it will boxing promoter, it will make some good money. Kofi, you promote this guy to Africa. Because when you promote this guy to Africa, you will be recognized. Look at the excitement. And this is a product that sells itself. This is a product that can talk. It's a product that, see, if you take this boy to Nigeria, you take him to Kenya, you take him to South Africa, see, you will gain fans there. Unless probably you're not a good promoter. Like if you're a good promoter, this is a blessing to you. And I don't know why Alex Ntiamwa would like to put up another local fight for this boy. You see, Kofi, sometimes I feel sad. You know why I feel sad?
Yes, man.
If people that are in the system now are not really working and they leave a lot of work for coming people to come, Kofi, people like us when we come will achieve little. We'll achieve little. Me, I keep calling. I feel if we have about 100 promoters, Kofi, it will make me a brilliant promoter. Because you see, what maybe I feel like I know how to do now. When I see the people, you see, this one come and do it, this one come and do it, and I'll not sit down and I feel like, no, Charlie, the business is growing. I have to back up. I have to get new ideas. For me to be on top, Charlie, I have to bring new things. Then this is healthy competition. You see, we grow together. This one will get some million, me too, I'll get some million. And the moment we start this thing, all eyes will be on us. Because we are competing, serious competition. This one is amazing. What you see, what they are doing here is not boxing promotion. It's organization. Look at the population you have in Ghana here. Ghana population 30 million. If you have a 30 million population, you just target 2 million of that population and advertise to them. I've never seen any boxing promoter in Ghana here doing public workout. And you see, we have thousands of numbers moving from the La Paz. When you go to La Paz, people moving. You go to Medina, people are moving. Go to Kumasi, Suami. You see, this is business. When you do that and you are doing public workout, thousands will see the fight. Thousands will see the fighters before the fight. And that's when you say your fight before. So, Kofi, when I keep saying that me, I'll make $1 million out of boxing, Kofi, I'm not just bluffing. And you see, some of the things that I even want to do, when someone does it today, Kofi, I'll go and sit down and I'll come in. I'll even be happy to see someone doing this thing. So that when I come in, it won't be that difficult for me. I want to have things that solve for it. But I feel when they do some of the hard things too, Kofi, when we come, we can all benefit. But if you want to leave all these things for maybe me to come, Kofi, you see, if I have to do all this, a time will come, I'll be tired.
True.
But when you have people doing, that's how business grows. Kofi, watching pay-per-view in Ghana here, Kofi, you don't have to go to abroad.
No.
Pay-per-view for 30 days, Kofi. If you have 1 million people paying 5 cedis or let's say 6 cedis to stream pay-per-view, Kofi, that's your $1 million. Forget about tickets, forget about what people will come and give to you, sponsors will come and give to you. Just streaming, 6 cedis per head, 1 million. If you get 1 million people streaming your fight, and you can, it's not just Ghana, you can get people around Africa streaming your fight, provided you've been able to position your promotion nicely. Kofi, you will pick $1 million. So if you are able to promote maybe a fighter like Bullet that already has a name here, and you promote him so well, Kofi, even the North, people at the North, you can get 1,000 people streaming the fight. Right. And if they are all paying 6 cedis and you are getting 1,000 people streaming, you come to Accra, people are streaming, you come to Kumasi because you've done public workout throughout the regions. So everybody is aware there's a fight and people will watch. Kofi, 60 days, 1 million people watch, you get to $1 million. See, this is simple calculations. So I don't understand why Alex Intioma will create all the bans and will let it go away. That's my problem. And this it's not saying the boys are scared to even go to Africa. They want to go.
They want to go.
So why are you sitting on it? They will benefit, you benefit. Kofi, you see, it's sad, but I feel.
In fact, I'm not going to catch you, but I watched this fight of Eric Kwan from India. I watched this fight, and I had to pay. I won't mention the amount, but pay-per-view from India. I had to watch this fight. I had to download first. I had to download an app, and this is not USA. This is not UK. This is not Kazakhstan. This is India. He went to fight in India. And I had to download the app. This is the promoter. This is the promoter. No, let me see. Let me see whether I have a picture of the promoter. That's the man. The promoter is the one behind the boxer. In the red.
The one holding the belt.
Yeah, the one with the title. He's the promoter. I had to pay to watch Eric Kwan. He's a Ghanaian fighter. Usually there's always a crack that I can crack. I used to crack to watch a fight, but I wasn't able to get my way with this one. this one I really had to pay to watch this guy fight. And
that promoter in India is not better than us. Because you see, I posted something on my status that you see this boxing businessman is pushing now. I keep calling a lot of people. I know a lot of people that have money that Kofi, I keep talking to them. I keep telling them that see, come and invest the money. Kofi, we'll make millions together. See, if you bring, if you have 50,000 Ghana cedis and you bring it, Kofi, I can assure you in the next 5-10 years, see, your share in the company, Kofi, you won't take less than $1 million. You won't take it. It's clear that you can make that money.
Yeah.
The guy in India is not smarter than us.
They've done it.
The only thing about us is that we are lazy and we feel comfortable.
Yeah.
We are lazy, and you see, Kofi, you don't understand business too. You see, when the millions start coming, and Kofi, Kboxtv, we are streaming, we're enjoying the millions. You see, you will see someone all of a sudden will come, oh, something Boss TV. It will become, and you see, when he comes to, he won't just come and do the business. He will be competing with us and trying to destroy us, so that you work out to be there, it will take you away. It won't. You see, the mentality of Ghanaians and Kofi is sad. It's sad. See, you've discovered something, or you tell people will tell you, oh, see your first $1 million, Kofi. You see thousands of people that will even want to kill you, so that you leave the world for them to come and do the same business. They won't come and even compete with you to have healthy competition, so that you stand well. At least we also upgrade in the competition. No, they will try to kill you, and it's sad because you see, this is just a way to make $1 million. Indian man is taking your money free. You that you're a boxing country, say you've not thought of doing pay-per-view for so many years. Sad.
Now, let me go to Amedoda. You know, Amedoda, you brought our attention to it, that why is Michael Baisie Jnr going to fight an eliminator again? I mean, let me hear what you have to say about that.
Kofi, this particular fight is in fixing for a very long time, and so many things happen along the line, and then the fight cannot come on the 6th of March last. And then, as the arrangements were going on, the rumors came out that the fight is being cancelled. Why? Because there are some paperwork concerning the after this fight, which is eliminator, the winner will go straight and go and fight for Commonwealth. Okay, so because those papers are not being signed, okay, that is the reason why the fight is being cancelled. So the Commonwealth authorities are saying that if these things are not in place, then after this fight, they will not get the winner coming to fight for the Commonwealth title. But that rumor did not excel. And then all of a sudden, there was a clean way that the fight is coming on, and then the fight came on. Okay, so right after the fight, and then the messages are coming out like this that the next fight for Bullet or the winner of that eliminator is going to be a fight without the Commonwealth belt, meaning that it's still going to be another eliminator for the same winner. Then it's pathetic. Kofi, you cannot understand this. Okay, so what are the contracts that are on paper before the fight? They allow the fight to go on as eliminator. Okay, so it was elimination bout to the Commonwealth belt, and now Bullet got a chance to win or Bullet won the fight, and then you have to go straight to Commonwealth title. Whether it's being fight anywhere, it should be a Commonwealth title. Whether it's being fight in Ghana against a local boxer, it should be Commonwealth title. So if the promoters, okay, they don't get their things right, and then they're coming back to stage another elimination bout for Bullet again, so what does it mean? These are the things that is killing the Ghana boxing. If it happens like this, okay, because you use the name of Commonwealth as eliminator to stage this fight, and then this fight sells, okay. So if it doesn't work like that, what will Commonwealth organization be thinking about Ghana promotion? The promoters of Ghana. What will Commonwealth leaders, the Commonwealth organizers, the Commonwealth title will be thinking about organizers or the promoters of Ghanaian boxers or Ghana promotion in Ghana boxing? You understand? These are the things that are drawing the boxers and then the boxing fraternity backwards in Ghana. It's not helping boxing in Ghana. Okay, so the promoter, who is Alessin Tiamwa, should come back and talk to the listening public that this and that is the contract on paper, and this and that is what happened to it, and this is the reason why he's supposed to fight another elimination bout again. Without that, we don't know what is happening.
I think somebody will ask, what are we talking about? This is what we are talking about. The Michael Services Bullet fight, to the best of our understanding, was a final eliminator bout, and Michael Bullet answer did what won the fight. He won it very spread. Of course, from the video that we watched, I think it is not anything for us to debate about that. He won the fight very spread because he won it by knockout. And knockout, you can't say that the judges stole from you. So we all saw what he did. But after the fight, Solomon Oki posted that after the fight, the next day, Otu Joseph was also in Ghana, and then he was fighting for how do you call it? He fought in Ghana. So let's end it there. And then in a congratulation message to Solomon Otu from Alessin Tiamwa, he really celebrated him to say and then he went on further to say that he's thinking of pairing them, in the final. So for me, already, I'm like, what was I've been saying this every time. Yeah? There was a time that media wasn't really following our sport, right? People love our sport, but then they didn't really have to comment about how things were going because, of course, nobody was really keeping tabs on what is happening, right? So we fight. We even sometimes you don't even have access to the videos to even watch this fight. But now, at least if not for anything, we have Kboxtv, we have the other platforms who are really keenly following what is really happening in Ghana and updating boxing followers and fans accordingly. All right, and we live in a social media age where it's easy for us to go online to get the information. I was trying to put a screenshot of the comments that Alessin Tiamwa posted under the Solomon Otu's status, just for you to know what his intent was, because he was thinking of trying to he said good fight to rock West Africa, Michael Lansa versus Otu Joseph in Accra in July. Let's get it done. ABU and Commonwealth final eliminator. I mean, how many? In fact, there's this one popular boxing pundit also. He came to say how many final elimination bouts for Michael Ansa before the Commonwealth shot. How many? You know, because the guy we were all told that was going to be his final eliminator bout. And I assume he's also going to fight for another final. I can understand if you want to let him fight for the African Boxing Union title. But if you pair it again with a title that he has already, like with a shot that he has already competed to get a slot to find for the Commonwealth title, how many, how many titles or how many times do you want him to fight for the same team before he gets to the top? And like Daniel is saying, this is the thing that really affects the sport, because then the guys can move or will not move forward because he will still be competing at one particular place for like forever, And from the analysis I was trying to make, there was a time that the Ghana media hasn't even really followed the sport. So you can just tell anybody anything and then it will fly. But now people are really following the sport. People are really, really following the sport. Having the videos, people are watching from your status, from your Facebook, from your Instagram, from your Twitter, everything that you post or you share, people are really following it. So it has become very difficult for you to say something else and do the otherwise. And the people who love the sport will start raising questions. But you said that what have you in your mind to do the other? And these are the things that we wish that the promoters will really work better at it so that the boys will be able to get opportunities and then go fight, and give, because they work hard to get the slots or to come up with the successes that they achieve in the ring. I think it will be just great for the promoters to, let their work continue. Let them continue to shine from Ghana. Let them shine in Africa and let them shine in and all these things are experiences that they gather along the line. If you fight in Africa, he meets or he encounters a different atmosphere, and so when he gets to the USA or he gets to the UK, it wouldn't be like it's his first time fighting outside Ghana. No, that no, I gathered it. I went to fight here in Namibia. I went to fight there in Botswana, and so I'm now used to fighting outside my home. So if the big fights come, he knows he's going to be okay with it. So please, we really appreciate what you guys promoters are doing, trying to give or in putting shows or events together for the boys to fight. But we really appreciate that when these guys really work hard to achieve the successes that they have, that they achieve, and the title or whatever we said as the head of the fight, let's just give them the credit and let them move on. So that way we'll be able to achieve greatness. Else we'll always have the fights happening in Ghana, and then the world will not only get to know them, we'll only be making local champions. And we all agree that if the guys get out there, they get even better salary than they get here. And it is all because of how we promote them here. So we just plead with the promoters to let the guys continue on their journey. The promise that you tell them, whatever you tell them that you're going to do for them, just fulfill it, because all these things are on paper. And I'm even shocked that he said he's going to go. He brought the court matter, because I didn't even know that Bullet said that. But it is what it is. Sometimes we have to hold some people accountable for some of the words and the things that they say, and that's the only way that we can move forward. Right? So now, guys, I think we have to just jump to the international news and talk about the fact that Rien is saying that a billionaire is trying to, or has spoken to him that he would like to host the Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua fight. He didn't say that, his name is this and that. But Daniel, we are looking at a billionaire who wants to host the fight in this country. So possibly the fight could land outside UK, because the UK fans wanted the fight to be in UK. They've been saying that since it's an all British, affair, it would be nice for them to have the fight happen in UK, and to give the UK boxing fans something, a piece of them, and it's looking like Matchroom has different plans now, because when Dollar is calling, I don't think you look back and so what do you think? What do you think about this thing? I mean, a billionaire trying to, and do you think that taking the fight outside UK is even the best thing to do?
Personally, me as a boxing man, I've always been about the millions. when you see dollar calling the sports, Kofi, you must feel proud and you must be happy because this dollar didn't come just a day. Kofi, they really worked hard for the dollar to come. Kofi, first of all, if the fight should happen outside UK, I feel it will be good. Why is it going to be good? That means pay-per-view is going to rocket in the UK because nobody is going to miss it.
Yeah.
Now, the billionaire that wants to take the fight, of course, the billionaire is going to pay for everything. Now, at the end, he's going to have extra pay-per-view money that is going to his pocket free, like he did in Dubai last time Joshua fought. Everything was sorted out by the prince. So at the end, he basically did a show and it made a lot of profit out of the pay-per-view. And as a promoter, that is biggest pay ever in his life. That was happening in Dubai. So Kofi, this fight like this, Kofi, I feel for looking at the business aspect, it should go out of the UK. So that we can amass huge numbers in the UK, in the US, and its environs. So that when we get those pay-per-view, after that we're going to take that money too. Then the second fight we can do it in the UK. That will be more exciting because in the second fight, at least one person is going to lose, or it's going to be a draw, or anything can happen. Now, the second fight is going to be like a final thing, and the eagerness to watch the fights in the second fight, the eagerness to watch will be higher as compared to the first one. But the first one, nobody knows what is going to happen. But with the second fight, people will be betting and all that. So I feel the million that is calling, it's really good. And lastly, Kofi, these are the kind of things that inspires me, and I feel it should also inspire all boxers, everybody in Africa here that loves the sports of boxing. It should inspire them because I like to tell them a little story. At the end, after school, I had nothing to do. Matchroom boxing was dying, and they were only running a television show. At the end came. His father had already forgotten about boxing because they were not making millions. At the end came to pick it up. He was struggling. He got a fight for a veteran. He was able to promote it well. He kept doing what he was doing. He was talking nice. He kept pushing. Then boom, Sky Sports came in. When Sky Sports came in, that was his breakthrough. Right now, at the end, is the biggest name in world boxing today. The billionaire will not negotiate with Bob Arum. Then the billionaire will not negotiate with Frank Warren. Those people, they don't do anything for boxing today. They have made boxing stagnant. This is a young blood. You see, the deals at the end gets a day. Kofi, you can't compare it to Bob Arum. You can't compare it to Frank Warren. They don't get those kind of deals. The last time AJ fought in Dubai, people were calling from China before COVID came. People were calling from China. People he was getting a lot of offers to host AJ's next fight in their country. So Kofi, regardless of where you are, regardless of what you are doing today, Kofi, if you are pushing and nobody is looking at you, never give up. Today, this is at the end. A boxing promoter is rich. It's richer than most bosses. And it all took dedication. He believed in the sport. And the sport has blessed him. Boxing is still blessing people. Boxing will bless you, it will bless me. But it all depends on the determination, how disciplined we want to be with the sport. Once you are disciplined, you also take your reward. So me, I want to urge all the boxers in Ghana here and Africa at large that they should work hard. We are also coming in with something new as promoters. And if they will work hard and they will allow us to work with them, we will take millions, they also take millions. And we'll go far.
Right. I'm very glad you I mean, for you telling the end story, because many people think he just woke up one day and then, of course, his father gave him some money to do the sport after him seeing that the thing wasn't working. But then when
even with that, he had to beg his father. His father wasn't willing to give to him. He had to beg him.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, people thought he just woke up one day to become the DN, but when his father was giving him that money, or when eventually his father agreed to give him that money, it wasn't something that the person who was even giving the money believed that he can be the DN that he is today. But there's one thing that one of the boxers that he's promoting has said that I like to say. He said, "Earn with hand." So it means If you work with Edien, you earn. So earn with earn, and that is what is happening with Edien. So it is what it is. It was a dream for him to become what he is today, and of course, a lot of things have gone into for him to be able to achieve what he has done. And it just takes in somebody believing in you. I mean, you even believing in yourself. You understand? And the good thing is that he's been able to work with some people that have never um, let him down in terms of when he goes to sit down and then makes all the talk. When he comes back, at least he has the AJ, to fight and to prove their worth, and then make. So basically, I mean, big. The story is very inspiring. I wanted to do a special and then like talk about him like the whole at the end package properly, but you've broken it. So I just think I have to just go on and let people know, because it is very important for fighters to know that. I mean, promoters don't just wake up to become promoters, and the promoters that we have in Ghana, I really appreciate what you guys are doing, but it should always come with a goal. Like for instance, this bullet case we are talking about. There shouldn't be a case that we know that the guy have already competed to become the final eliminator, and we say that he's going to compete in another final eliminator. How many final eliminators do you want him to compete with before you give him the shot at the Commonwealth title? These are the things that, like, they are setbacks. Not just setback for just the fighter, but for you, the promoter as well. You like it means we can't take your word for it. It means when you say something, we just listen to it. Would you blame a fan who will not go pay the gate fee to go to the arena to go watch the same fighter again? No, because you said this thing and then you didn't like deliver on it. It would be great if you can back it up. We say something and back it up with activity. And that way, the fans will trust us. If at the end says that he's going to do this thing, he does it. If he says he's going to do that, he does it. The good thing is that he's even gone on to even empower some of the fighters that he has. AJ is not just his fighter; he's also a fighter, but he's also a manager. So AJ is also managing some fighters under I think it's 24 MGT boxing management. Dylan White is not just a fighter being managed by at the end. He has his own management company where he also has some of the fighters also on it. The same with Hayes. All the guys that we see around him, they all Chisora and all, they all see, because now there's money. So now the whole team that believed in him from the start, they are all enjoying from it. He's created a where even if AJ decides to, okay, tomorrow I'm out of the game, I'm no more a boxer, he will still have some fighters that is managing. And because he's worked with Eddie N before and he's his promoter, easy. Already, I have this 2-3 boy. When is your next show? Oh, next week. Come on, I want you to put these guys on it. And then it's going to work. At the end, I can say on authority that if not for coronavirus, he would have been promoting every show every week within the USA to come to UK, to India, to everywhere, and then he would have still done it because he was just doing shows everywhere. Look at the show he did for Canelo. Whoever thought that after Canelo did train Oscar de la Hoya, he would want to go work with Eddie N. It means he sees something in him, and all these US fighters are wanting him. You understand? So it should tell you that. And if somebody like Teofimo Lopez was struggling to get 3 million, and if I asked him if it wasn't Thriller that came in to say, okay, I'm going to give you $3 million to fight. This is how do you call it? David Haney, who's already it has already been rumored that he's going to take 3 million for fighting Linares. So imagine if Teofimo has been promoted by the end and has about 4 titles already. It means he's going to make like somewhere around 6-7 million. You understand?
Exactly.
But because it's being managed by somebody else, like you understand. So please, if you're a fighter, some of the guys, when, like I said, when I speak to them, I feel very sad, But then again, you don't know how much the promoter has that is even pumping into the local sport. And I've always had the opinion that locally, a lot of things happen behind the scene that sometimes it doesn't even motivate some of the promoters to want to continue going. But if you are as determined as at the end, and you really know what you want to achieve in the sport, I don't think anything should set you back. And I think we as a people are the same reason why we don't achieve what we want to achieve, because when we say something, we don't make it happen. And like I said, there was a time media wasn't really following what we're doing in Ghana, especially with boxing. But with Kboxtv, I document it. I post this. I post the news, almost everything. I break it. As if I hear it, I'll post it. So it means now there are eyes and people following it. If not anything, people will inbox you. Oh, Kofi, what is happening in Ghana? Twitter. I think Twitter. Yeah, I think we cemented our position as one of I think the most credible news breakers, boxing news in Ghana, because ESPN, Knockouts, and some of the verified accounts are already following us, and anytime we post something about Ghana boxing, they always want to take it and take it to the next level. So it should let you know that we've really worked hard to get there, and we've been very consistent. And that is why if we say we want to become promoters or a streaming platform, it's going to happen, because then we've already built or created a fan base, and that is somebody's blueprint that we are following. We've seen it happen with Eddie. He's done it.
Exactly.
Maybe
Exactly.
maybe we do not have like a Sky Sports in Africa, which in our minds is supposed to be DSTV, but even in South Africa, we don't see it do for them. So until we come out with something for ourselves, that we have a Kboxtv where it's going to stream all our platforms, all the boxing, and then make it dedicated. We make it like a whole thing and everything. And then when we tell the fans that we are going to do this show, see, and please, Eddie is not interested in promoting some titles that are not going to make him recognized. You understand?
True.
There are some titles that if you lift or if you have it, it makes you recognized. The least should have been an IBO. The least as a promoter that you promote should be an IBO. I'm saying this because if you are able to bring the WBCs, the WBOs, the IBFs, the WBAs, these will give you some recognition. Eyes will be on you, because when you take a title of these sanctioning bodies and you are anywhere in the world, somebody elsewhere is working hard to come and take it from you.
Yeah.
And anyway, you'll be relevant, you'll be known. No matter where you are, somebody will know you. So these are the things that, I always say that the blueprint is there for you to follow.
Exactly.
You always need to connect that, okay, who's going to hold you when you get to this level? Who's going to hold you when it's going to get to this level? Because if you say we want to do promotions, or like I always say, if you want to organize a fight, then it's simple. I can just go and get a ring, put it there, and then fight, and everybody goes home and play them. That is organizing. But a lot of things goes on as a promoter. It's advertisement. See, I saw a fight being promoted or advertised in a train, and that's why I saw that this promoter is serious. Because it wasn't the fight wasn't just being talked about on TV, but in a train there was advertisement in it. And once you get out and you were going, it was everywhere. The hotel lobby, it was at the airport, and that is somebody who is really promoting an event for you to go.
Sometimes, like you are saying, this promoter is a very serious businessman. Because you see, like you are saying, we have the blueprint. We can start from anywhere. Let's say from zero. But you see, if you're a serious businessman, you must always see what is coming in the future or how things are going to change. If today I come in and I say I want to start from zero, grow up with boxers here, you see, by the time I reach 50%, they will take me out. The problem we are facing in Africa now is that when you start, you go and struggle. You start the whole thing. Once they start saying that, okay, this thing is looking nice, this thing right now, this thing is paying, they will come and take you off. You have people pairing people to come and take you off. So you see, Kofi, I could always Daniel Abi, he always tells me we should start promotion from his gym. Kofi, that wouldn't be difficult to do, because with that one, I have some little money that if I go there, I can start a fight. I can start from that side. But Kofi, you see, when you want to look at the future and you know where you are going to, and you start this way, people come and take you out. So we are in a country. I feel Africans must change.
Yeah, we do.
See how Eddie started. Although they compete with Eddie has the freedom to do a lot of things.
You know that now he's even trying to get out of the Sky Sports, and then the Zone, and come out with a pay-per-view for matchroom boxing.
Exactly.
So it means he wants to have a total control over the game, not just the fact that he has deals with the zones, and then of course the zone is like the Netflix of sports now, and of
Yeah.
course Sky Sports is like the biggest. For me, I think one of the biggest. If you Sky Sports and then ESPN is one of the biggest streaming platforms in the world. But he has gone ahead. When I read the news, I was like, this guy is like on a different level. He
Exactly.
will come up with a matchroom TV, where they
And
will,
Kofi, you see,
and that is how they will keep all the monies to themselves.
yeah. And you see, Kofi, the amazing thing is, it's allowed to do that. Kofi,
Yeah.
see, this country, let me tell you something. When we start promotion, and let's say you start streaming Kboxtv, you are streaming fights outside Ghana. Maybe AJ is fighting, you've been given that authority to stream. So people from Africa will watch through Kboxtv. Kofi, do you know what will happen? I can tell you this, and you see, it will actually happen. People from Ghana that doesn't know anything about boxing business, anything at all, because they've heard, oh, when Kofi streams a fight for maybe AJ and stuff, Kofi makes about $50 million. Kofi makes $20 million. Someone $20 million.
They'll sabotage you.
Let's go and do something Boss TV. Then these people will come. They will not just attack you physically, spiritually too. They will attack you, and this is how we are not growing.
Yeah, it's true.
They want to compete with you to say, oh, okay, what's the challenge? These people are coming in and they are bringing these machines. Okay, since I'm the head of streaming company in Africa, let me go get these new machines so that I'll be ahead of them. No, they'll come and destroy you, Ankasa. And
that's true.
You see, that's the fear.
That's a very unfortunate. And I always say this, that I always say the passion for, because when you look at Eddie, it is not just the fact that he wanted to do it, but then he really had a passion for it. And so there are a lot of people coming into the game, even in UK. So look at Frank Warren. He was already in the game before Eddie N. You understand? But look at the passion and the fact that he wants to treat fighters right. I always say that he always wants to treat fighters right. Look at the image that he has given female boxing now. And if you're a female, when you are fighting on matchroom boxing, you know that you are good. So the people that are in the game already in Ghana, in Africa, Nigeria, there are some things I'm hearing about Nigeria which are very disturbing about their local authority sanctioning body, the NBBFC. A lot needs to change. Give the promoters the opportunity for them to promote. You as a local commission, yours is just to approve. If you're a secretary, just do your secretarial job. When the guys come from the other countries and want to promote, give them the platform for them to promote. If you want to promote your own show as being a commission, then that's fine. But when an individual wants to come into the game and become a promoter, please give them the mandate for them to promote. We have the BBFC, you understand? And we have at the end, we have Frank Warren, we have other promoters. We see what they are doing. We don't see the BBFC president coming to stand, or the secretary coming to stand there holding the title. It is not his mandate. It is not his job. You understand?
Yes.
Who's supposed to do it is the promoter. So please give the promoter the mandate for them to do it. And that is how it would motivate some guy be somewhere that, oh, if I come into the game, I'll have control of my promotions company and not be manipulated by, or not be told what to do by the sanctioning. There are guidelines. So when the person comes to the game, you just take it and follow it and then make it happen. A lot of things are really, really hindering the progress of the sport, especially in Africa. Sometimes we don't even have to see Anthony Joshua why he doesn't even want to come to Nigeria to do shows. But because of some of these things, and it's very, very, very disturbing. So
very.
Let's for the whole thing to work, we need to support the few people that we see them doing. Let's make it happen. Let's build a connect.
You see the reason why I'm always complaining about Alex Intiama. Because Kofi, this guy, he should be rich by now.
Yeah.
It's not as if I'm bashing him. It does all the work. This guy will create a buzz. When it's time for him to talk money, then he will let it go. I mean, that's my problem. That's my only problem I have with Alexis Tiama, because Kofi, he puts up all the 9 shows, create a bars. Now the bars is there, 2 boxes. You can eat from this and eat from this. They've already made their name. People want to see their next fight. The Alexis Tiama will leave them. We'll go and take names we don't know.
The fighters don't want to fight again.
But Kofi, you see, when you're a promoter, Kofi, you want to do serious business. You see, boxing promotion now today, it's not like the boxing promotion we are doing back then. This time, if you want to make money out of boxing, Kofi, I can tell you, I'll not even be surprised that there could be an additional contract between AJ and Anthony Joshua, AJ and Tyson Fury. That one should lose the fight and another one should win the second one. Based on a billionaire is calling at the end. And when you go and meet him and you see, as a smart businessman, he tells you, okay, we'll give you maybe $500 million for the first fight. And he tells you, okay, if you can do a second fight, I'm ready to pump in this money. And these boys already, they are accepting their biggest pay is $100 million. And you tell him, see, if people can make this so that we can do about 4 fights for you people. Very exciting fight. You lose some, you win some, you lose some. The last fight will be maybe 3 fights. For the last fight, you people who fight, the winner is a winner. And I'll give you additional 50 million. Kofi, they will take it.
All right.
Because if you don't take it, when are you going to see 50 million again?
Right.
So it's business. And you see, once you are making the boxers feel though, they are getting money. Kofi, when you tell them you are going this direction, they will go. But if you organize a fight and the boxer is taking 10,000, how much is 10,000 Ghana cedis? Kofi, I pray to God, and I always tell God that He should help me. But when I come and I do a bigger fight, Kofi, my boxer shouldn't take less than 200,000 Ghana cedis.
That would be great.
My boxer, it shouldn't take less than that. Because Kofi, you see, when I give that boxer that 200,000 Ghana cedis, and he's able to buy a nice car, maybe worth 50,000, 70,000 Ghana cedis, and the rest of the money is able to buy a land or something. Kofi, the next thing he will come, he will tell me, oh, Chairman, won't you do a fight for me? Like, I want to fight. You see, he will be willing to fight because he knows when it comes 200,000, he can't share back up. 200,000 is no joke. But I will make sure he will get it because I'm looking at my population in this country. If I have 30 million population, at least 10 million of the 30 population uses smartphone. They are familiar with internet and all that. So out of that 10 million, if I'm getting 2 million people screaming, and I'm getting a little number to abroad, and they are paying maybe they are paying about five pounds or maybe $10. Kofi, that's good money. I can pay these boys upfront. I can pay them upfront, and they will give me a good show. I just pray to God that God shouldn't let us down, so that we will change boxing in Africa. Yeah, boxers in Africa will make money, and they will also remember us.
Go out there. Right. It's a goal that we're really working hard towards, and hopefully, like you're saying, God help us, and so that we'll be able to make this thing happen. And because come on, I mean, we still don't have to be doing things that Zuma Nelson ways. You understand?
Exactly.
Those were old times. We live in new times now, and now, like you're saying, even this platform, you are sitting in Ghana, I'm sitting in here in Netherlands, we are still making it happen. That's how the world has evolved. You understand? So we all need to also evolve, and then make things happen the way it's supposed to be. And Charlie, I want to say a very big thank you to Daniel, Sowah, and then of course to Cudjoe Amedoda, who was with us, but then unfortunately because of the network, he's left us. But we really touched on very important topics, including the Congress, the GBA Congress that is happening, and of course. And we are asking the promoters how many times they want to see bullet fights. I mean, for eliminators, come out eliminators. I think it's high time that they honor their words when they say something. It shouldn't just be words, but they should be backed with their actions. Because a lot of us are really following. If you think the people are not interested, then it's not us. We are really interested. And so every time we dedicate our time to come discuss what is happening in the sport. And it will shock you that after the show, sometimes I come back the next morning and we have about 2K views, 3K views. It's at 3,000, 4,000 people who are interested in what is happening. So please, let us not take these guys for granted. They are really, really our stars. You don't see them like that. We do. You understand? We really see them as the people that bring like excitement and joy into our homes on Saturdays and Fridays nights. And so we really would really plead with the promoters to stick and stay with what they say. If you say this, please stick with it, and let's so that the boys will also be, gingered and motivated, to continue giving their best to the sport. And also a very big thank you to you that tuned in to watch us. We really, really appreciate you for watching. We had a few comments coming in, but because of time, we will not be able to read all. But I'm going to do my best to, just let you know this, know that at least we saw your comments. We really, really, really do appreciate you for, all the comments that you came in with, your contributions coming in from YouTube, from Facebook, and all that advertisement. We have to advertise for we to have boxes. We have to let the youth know that any amount they earn, and the DSA podcast. Yeah, of course, even DSA even has cars on their destiny. So yeah, I mean, it is very true that it's very true, and then yes. So really appreciate all the comments that came in. Um, in Yao, Joma, and Joma, and then Wisdom, Majid, Jabubu, all these guys that tune in to say something. Really appreciate your time, and of course, again, to my panelists, Daniel Sowah and Cudjoe Amedoda, for always making time for you. We'll be back here, God willing, Thursday to discuss another episode of boxing, and we hope that one day Ghana will also be having some champions that billionaires will call us, to come and host the fighters in their country, because the fights that they have seen on our platform is so interesting that they would want these guys to come fight there. It begins with some of these current promoters doing the right thing, sticking to their words, and giving the boys the platform for them to shine. See, sometimes I always say this: it is not just about the fighter, so it's not just about you, the promoter, but the fighter can also open an opportunity for you based on what you would do. Because if somebody posts a fight somewhere else, it comes on then that the fight was being promoted by somebody. And that is how your name goes up. And in fact, sometimes if you're able to promote a fighter well, the world even chases you like they're chasing at the end for them to come and host another event over there. So it's possible. Somebody has done it, the blueprint is there, you can follow it. Who knows that? I never knew, or people never thought. But I've always had in my head that at the end would go the Matchroom TV way, because I see what is happening with UFC. I always had in mind that there will be I even feel like a time will come, we will have a Matchroom title, because he has also expressed his interest in not being very, he doesn't really like the fact that sometimes trying to get all the titles to compete is a problem. So we are looking at even us having a Matchroom title along the way, because of how hard he's been able to build a brand. But yeah, that's what it is. In boxing, if you have the money, you call the shot. In Gibraltar, I'm saying this just to end the show. In Gibraltar, because of boxing, they have a new I think 2 something cents. Because Edian wanted to go host a fight in that country. All right. And so these are the things that when you do right, a lot of people, later or around the world appreciate the work that you do. Guys, thank you for your time. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube, please, the link is in our description below. Kindly click on the link and then subscribe to our YouTube. So that anytime that we come on here, you'll be able to notify and get, follow the news. But until then, really appreciate you. Have a very good evening. And when you say a prayer for yourself, make sure you say one for us too. We'll leave you with a final knockout or final words of one bullet answer. And then if you don't see us anymore, we'll see you, God willing, next week.
I'm ready for this fight. Sorry for 1, you fall down, not 2, you fall down, not 3, you fall down, no, 4, you fall down. But fine, I'll sit down because sorry is a different person combat. It's a nuisance. It's a damn road. Sorry is a procrastination. I'm ready for this fight. So I want to all of us come in. If you don't come in, don't watch your money.